walk through the store, you act like an adult, you be treated like one.
I did out there.
I'm just, nobody. Okay.
Officer, I did out
there.
There you go. That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, because everybody acts like they gotta be enforcers and we can't just be buddies.
Lately, the USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and all the soldiers that were burying. I'm tired of the fishing and complaining why you living in America if all you do is hate it. You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say, Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment.
What's up, America? Alright, what's going on, A1 family? America First here. I know I've been gone a while. Might be a minute before I do my own video, so figured I would go ahead and review another one, some body cam footage. We'll be looking at a town a little over 100 miles from Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. You might recognize that name. That is the name of the arena where NWA performed Fuck the Police and got arrested. The town that we're going to be talking about today is called Hillsdale. His mayor is Adam Stockford, that gentleman you see on the screen now. I have a few screen snips in his comments about the interaction you're about to see. He says that he doesn't care if it gets 40 million views. I think we should blow that out of the water. I don't care if it's on this video or if somebody else decides to share this and get even more views, and I just want to get as many people on this as possible. He also says that it's going to be forgotten by May 1st, that nobody will remember this stuff. I was on there and commented that I couldn't really remember where he reminded me of, but then I remembered this song. So I released all copyrights to this video. If y'all want to redo this video and put it on your channel, go for it. But yeah, you can kind of see how just kind of a douche. It says here, somehow abandon their rights. Yes, you do. You no longer have rights when you are a public official. You have responsibilities, duties. You don't have rights anymore. Sunglasses inside. He was yelling profanities, what the mayor says here. We'll see if that is what the report is when the cops get there. Make sure to share this. The mayor's asking us to share this, so let's make sure we appease him and share it as much as we can. I don't know what he's talking about here. He's pretty sure a couple of thugs. I don't know. There was one person that the officers had an interaction with. At first, when I read this, I thought he was talking about the officers, but apparently he's talking about the guy poking at chest. You'll see the video, and it's just funny. It's like he had access to this from the beginning, but still chose to say these stuff. He was backing down, by the way, down there at the end you can see, but it definitely was not some guy backing down. He was backing away from the officer when he came at him. I swear that cane I thought was going to have a diamond on the top, you know. This is a person asking, was it the house on the corner of this and that? And of course, the mayor jumps in there. This is the mayor of the town doxing people in this town, saying, yes, this is the house. This is where he says that people's attention span only lasts for about 48 hours. Now, this happened before April. It happened, I believe, the 28th or 29th of March. That's where he's talking about he doesn't care if it gets 40 million views. There for evidence. Of course, they went ahead and released it. That's how the Constitution works. Yay, Constitution. Okay. Yeah, this guy has no idea how the Constitution works. Just a general douchebag. I'm guessing because the person that was standing next to him in this picture is some kind of bigwig. That's why he didn't have his sunglasses on inside in this photo. Talking about what all the officers did or whatever. We'll see the video here shortly. It should take a primer on local government. When I'm speaking to someone who lives in the city of Hillsdale, I'm speaking with my boss. When I'm speaking to some turd, let's just say it, some shit who lives in Big Rapids, I'm just a guy talking to some shit who lives in Big Rapids. You don't pay me squat. Yeah, he had this in his on his Facebook page too. He's got two of them. He's Adam Stockford and Mayor Stockford. It is kind of funny that his mayor one has the picture of him with the sunglasses on inside in the gun store. I don't know. Sunglasses inside just kind of blow me away. So let's get to the video. Now remember, this is 100 miles from where NWA was arrested, eventually acquitted, and turned around and sued the Detroit Police Department for arresting them for playing Fuck the Police.
How's it going?
The officer whose body cam we're watching is Officer Schultz, who's recently retired within this month. So he retired before even a month followed this incident. Sims, who's the one officer down there on the ground, we'll get a little bit of his body video here shortly.
Man,
What's up?
neighbors are tired of hearing your music.
So they got theirs going too, don't they?
No.
Pretty sure.
Neighbors are tired of hearing your music. So you cannot. Can you imagine if he was playing Fuck the Police when these guys walked up? Because they just think that just because the neighbors don't like his music, they can come over there and tell them to turn it down. It's bright outside. I don't know what time it is. Judging by that tree, it's either early morning or late evening. It's starting to get later. You can see by the shadow of that tree, it's probably we'll say it's going on in the evening. We will give them the benefit of the doubt. It's still not nighttime. Nobody's trying to go to sleep.
These are,
Well, look, that's as low as I'm going to turn it down. I have my rights, man. I mean, it's not that loud anyways.
okay.
Have my rights, man.
I'm respectful. I turn it down. That's all.
Well, the other thing that they had mentioned is that they're tired of hearing your profane lyrics that you're singing.
So now they're tired of his profane lyrics. He can no longer, listen to music with profane lyrics. That knocks out a lot of music right there.
So, to be honest
What
with
do
you,
mean?
the profane lyrics of the music. Okay?
So the genre, they want me to change it?
Well, I don't. They're just saying that they're tired of hearing the F-bombs and
So they
stuff
want
like
me to
that.
change the...
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I'm not trying to...
Okay. But these are the business owners in the neighborhood that are answering questions from their customers about the stuff that's going on over here. Okay. All right. Cool.
So now it matters that it's business owners and not just the general public.
She don't mean shit to me. So
What's
I
that?
said the business owners don't mean shit to me.
Okay.
That's what I put.
Okay. What's your first name?
You want my ID?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You want me to set these on the table?
No, I just want your ID.
All right, I'm just...
Thank you.
Cooperating. I mean, could he be nicer? Sure. But he's got officers coming up to him telling him he's got to change his music because business owners are complaining, having to answer questions about his music. I mean, if I was a business owner, I'd say, I don't know, go over there and ask him. We're not playing it here. But of course, I wanted to highlight this one. Then the jerk off follows him and interjects himself. Got to remember this part. It's so funny. He's able to exercise his free speech for 10 minutes on the front porch, calling him all sorts of names and being disrespectful. I haven't seen that so far. I mean, he may be a little less than enthusiastic about cooperating with them, but so far he's been pretty nice, you know.
They liked my profanity music when they was getting my money for it, though, right? Right.
I don't understand your logic.
I don't understand his logic either. Is he a performer? Does he write music? I don't know. No idea. He was every bit as nasty on the front porch and wasn't touched. He done it repeatedly. So you can only do it 10 minutes in Hillsdale. 10 minutes is your allotted time for free speech. Repeatedly here is your allotted time for free speech. This mayor says he follows the cops. We're going to see if that happens here in a minute. At that point, you cross the line. I love this part right here. I can't approach them. I can say whatever I want if the cops have me pulled over. I can't approach them while they have someone else pulled over in a parking lot and start harassing them. At that point, I'm interfering with the investigation, which is a law. It's not got nothing to do with the First Amendment. I don't know if Michigan has a law like Texas, but if in Texas, it literally in the law says that as long as your interference is speech only, that it's not, that it's a defense prosecution. So I guess they probably don't have that in Michigan. I don't know. If they don't, they definitely need to get it. Hence the reason he didn't get cuffed on the porch. So we're going to see all this here in a minute. He's going to be leaving. And this is a continuation of that. Yeah. They didn't get arrested either. Talking about the police. It's just goofy. Yelling profanities from his porch was why the officer says, "Watch your mouth, young man," when he walks up to the house. Haven't heard him say, "Watch your mouth, young man," yet. He does eventually say it, but he hasn't said it yet. So there's one little time lapse the mayor got wrong.
Excuse me?
I said all of you fucking guys do.
All of you fucking guys do. That's all he said.
Okay.
Don't fucking step up to me, dude.
Listen.
Don't fucking step up on me.
Listen.
All right, well, I'll just break
Here you go.
the recorder out here.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to fucking get stepped on by a couple of fucking cops that think they're fucking tough or something. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Understand that the volume of the music is really not an issue. If it's disturbing somebody's peace, it's disturbing somebody's peace. Okay?
Officer, your conduct is disturbing my peace. How come we can't write you a ticket? I don't understand that logic. If it's disturbing somebody's peace, it's disturbing somebody's peace. If it's disturbing somebody's peace, they can get bent as long as it's not breaking the law. Disturbing somebody's peace, I don't know how they do it in this instance in Michigan, but I know that there's case law that says disturbing the peace has to be you're inciting some kind of movement towards violence, either using fighting words or yelling fire in a crowded theater. Those kinds of things are disturbing the peace. This officer seems to think that just because somebody says you're disturbing their peace, that's disturbing the peace, and that would be very dangerous to any kind of activity, any kind of free. That would not seem to coincide with a free populace. Let's continue.
You guys disturb my peace, you know what I'm saying?
Well, if we weren't here for
He just said it. You're disturbing my peace. So he needs to write himself a ticket while he's writing this guy a ticket.
a legitimate complaint, I assure you we wouldn't be here.
It's not a legitimate
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, no. Yeah, I understand, but
Okay. So
it's either your way or no way, right?
So I'm guessing that we're gonna.
Your way or no way. Exactly right. This guy's name is Andy Bailey. And he's got it right. It's your way or no way. I can't do nothing or I'm going to end up in cuffs. I already know. So I'm just going to do whatever you say, officer. I got to bow down and lick the boot even though I don't want to.
Get your compliance on this and there's not going to be any other issues, right?
I have no issue. You guys do.
Hey, if I hear it again, I'm going to submit a warrant for your arrest
Go
for
ahead,
disturbing
buddy.
the peace.
Look, I didn't disturb
And I'm
no
going to
peace.
arrest you
Go
the
ahead.
next time I come.
Do what you gotta do.
understand?
I didn't disturb no peace,
All
buddy.
right?
Yeah, you have.
No, I
It's
didn't.
been-
No, I
It's been
didn't.
going
Did I
on
not
for about
stop
a
here
week.
the other day?
Did
and tell
I
you
not
to
just
shut
say
it?
I understand?
You want to keep raising
Did
your
I
voice?
just not? Right, because you're allowed to, right? Just fucking go do your jobs, dude.
I can't get upset now and raise my voice at an officer. They're already here for a bullshit reason because somebody doesn't like the content of the music I listen to.
That's
I heard
what
you
we're
the
doing.
first time. I understand. I said I understand. You know what I'm saying? You can get the fuck out of my fucking face. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You guys are the ones with the fucking guns and the badges trying to fucking make people do what the fuck. You ain't gonna make me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done nothing wrong. You guys can get out of my face.
You have violated the law.
No, I have not. How?
Yes, sir, you have.
Let's run him.
Disturbing the peace with the law.
Let's run him. He might have warrants. I want to arrest this guy. Let's fucking do whatever we can to get him in cuffs. They are, to me, that statement right there tells me they know that they have no legal reason to be there telling this man a fucking thing. But because he's not bowing down and kissing the ground they walk on, they want to put him in cuffs.
Music.
How have I?
It's a violation of
I turned
state
it down
law.
like you guys asked me to.
I understand it. You
Is
did.
it not off?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
How did I violate the law if now you're appreciating me?
Because you were violating the law.
I
That's
wasn't,
why
though.
we were here.
I wasn't, though.
That's your opinion.
Gets muted here.
During the
Yeah,
day.
you do.
Right.
But when it's disturbing other people's peace, then there's a violation of the law. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But
So-
when your
right.
music disturbs somebody else's peace, that's a violation of the law.
The only law, and the law that he is eventually charged with, is 750.170, disturbance of lawful meetings. Disturbance of lawful meetings. Any person who shall make or excite any disturbance or contention in any tavern, store, or grocery, manufacturing establishment, or other business place, or in any street, lane, alley, highway, public building, grounds, or park, at any election or other public meeting where citizens are peacefully and lawfully assembled, shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. This is not a meeting. This is the dude sitting on his front porch by himself. There's no assembled group of people, but they want to shut this man down.
Okay?
Not when I turned it down like you guys asked me to, right?
Correct.
Correct. So why
Right.
are we still here arguing? You guys can go do your
There's
jobs.
no
and get paid.
arguing.
You guys
We are
are, though.
doing
That's
our
the
job,
thing.
and right now
you're
you're
not
the job.
I'm not a job.
Yeah.
No. I'm
You're
not.
the job. We got called
I'm not
on you.
the job.
All right? This
don't care
isn't
what-
even your porch. This is a common porch
Okay,
shared
who
with
gives
your
a shit?
neighbors.
Who gives a
okay?
shit? And I turned my music down, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
But if you want
All
to
right.
play it
All
in
right.
your apartment.
Posso get a foto da mata.
I don't know. Is that Russian? Maybe somebody can answer that for me.
Understand that?
Yo
No,
quiero
you don't.
coger.
Mas sos
Yeah.
taquerosa. Pirosa. I know where the fuck I'm at. Understand that?
Yeah, it's not Prattville.
Right.
This
it's
is
not
Hillsdale.
Prattville, right. It's Hillsdale.
And we have laws here that will be
Did
enforced.
I say Prattville? Do I live
You
in
understand?
Prattville? Have I ever been to Prattville?
You ought to go back to Prattville, okay?
Why? I don't need to.
Yeah, because if you stay here and continue to violate the law, you're going to jail.
So I feel like we've established that he's not violating the law, but they're telling him to leave if he wants to continue to listen to his music that has profanities in it. Just blows my mind. This is the America we live in.
Tired of
I
it?
violated no laws.
Yes, you did.
How?
This is your warning.
I
Okay.
turned my music down
Great.
like you guys asked
Have
me
a nice
to.
day. Have a nice day.
I plan to.
Great.
You guys should as well.
I hope so.
'Cause I'm not trying to boss nobody around. Don't fucking
He's got no. He's homeless. He
He's
has,
not homeless. He's living upstairs. He's
No, he's
established
not.
residency.
I called the landlord, and he forwarded a text, a fake text to me.
There you heard him say, watch your mouth, because he told the officer to kiss his ass. That's Officer Sims back there still arguing with him.
So have the landlord.
That landlord's in
Evicting.
Florida.
Yeah. Your landlord is notorious for letting.
This house is cursed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
And that dog belongs back there.
Okay.
We have no idea if it's ferocious or what.
Why don't you do me a favor? Give me a written statement, and then the next time I come, I'll arrest him because I'll file a warrant for you.
Sims is only worried about arresting that guy. They weren't even talking about that guy anymore. They had moved on to the dog. and Sim's back over there pushing for an arrest.
Okay. Well, they texted and said that they wanted him out. So the landlord said, call the police.
Okay. But
Now here we're going to see them go after this dog. Watch how fast this officer moves towards this dog. And that dog took off running from him. He's about to spray him right here. Dog's just sitting there. It's not lunging at him. That's what he says in his report, though. The dog lunged at him. That's why he sprayed the dog. That dog was running away from him. It didn't lunge at him then. It just stopped to see what he was doing so close to its house. And he sprayed it. Or her. I'm not sure of the sex of the dog. Shake it up. Make sure it squirts out there really good. I feel like he's just pissed off he couldn't spray the young man on the front porch, so he's going to spray a defenseless dog. Isn't that a felony offense? I mean, I know that looking at the outside of an envelope is not a felony offense, but taking mail out of a mailbox and then looking at the outside of an envelope is a federal offense, right? Maybe somebody can answer that for me. I'm pretty sure that's a federal offense. You're not supposed to take mail out of somebody's mailbox, but could be wrong. Now, right here, the dog's starting to come up. He's going to open this door. He's going to grab the handle, and this dog is going to think he's going to be able, or she's going to be able to go in the house. That is the closest the dog ever gets to lunging at the officer. And it thought it was going inside. It didn't even go after him. It was looking at the door, waiting for it to open.
how you doing, puppy dog?
Now here in a minute, Andy's going to come back. You're going to hear Andy in the background. I think actually the officer goes back around front to try to get somebody. But he's going to keep saying, you're beating this dog. And I think he meant abusing the dog, not beating the dog. I think that's where some of the initial confusion with this video happened. There was a Facebook video that went viral. This is a continuation, or I guess a retouch on something that James Freeman released to get these body cameras released.
Yeah, mine didn't squirt very well.
Now he's over there shaking his up too.
There it is. Whew, I'm getting that one.
Ooh, it's funny. You're getting just a little taste of what you just gave that dog who has heightened senses. What a fucking asshole. Glad I don't live in Michigan. I'd be going to jail for calling this cop a fucking asshole and shit. Apparently you're not supposed to cuss in Michigan. I'd love for Ice Cube to take a look at this video and give us his take on this, you know, since he was one of the people that was arrested for saying fuck the police on stage.
Hey, why you guys beating that fucking dog for, dude?
There he goes. He says beating, but he means abusing.
He ain't beating no dog.
I watched you out the fucking window, bro. The fuck you beating that dog for?
I never touched the
I
dog.
just watched you and I got video of it.
Good. Let me see it, smart ass. Why don't you go mind your business?
Smart ass, why don't you go mind your business? This is still the same property they started at. The front porch they started at is over there to the right. The yard where they were just banging on the doors is to the left. It's still the same house, same property, everything.
Yeah, this is my business.
Yeah.
I swear, you better check fucking my real name too. It's Angelos. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. You don't know who the fuck I am.
Go in the house, Angelos.
I don't need to, bro.
You're about to go to jail, brother.
How am I?
In my bracelets.
Because this is Ron's property and fucking, I guess you don't know Aaron.
How am I in my bracelets?
Who's Aaron, the landlord?
Right.
The guy that says he doesn't want you here anymore?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Why didn't he tell me that?
Well, because he's in Florida being busy.
Right, because he's on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know where he's at.
Good.
I can make a citizen's arrest too for watching you guys beat that dog and spray it with pepper spray.
Come on over here and step up to the plate.
Step up to the plate. So, if this officer breaks the law, don't try to make a citizen's arrest, because this is the type of motherfucker that shoot you, tase you, pepper spray you.
Calmly and nicely. It will,
Great.
I promise. You want me to show you?
No, I don't need to see it.
Right, because you're a fucking dirty ass cop.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
You want a shot at the title?
I don't need
Shot at the title of being a dirty ass cop?
a shot at the title. I don't want to be a
Then
fucking
stop running your mouth,
I don't
punk.
wanna be a cop.
Go away.
Fuck you. Who's the punk?
You are.
You look like a red-faced bitch.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am.
You're a 160-pound meth bug. Go home.
I don't know where the meth stuff came from. I thought they were there about music. Now they're talking about meth. This cop just seems like a instigator. So much for de-escalation in Hillsdale, Michigan.
Go home. Go ahead.
I love Andy. I hope he gets out there with some cameras and gets to doing what we do. This guy would be such a great auditor.
Go home. Go on.
He's literally just around the corner from his door. He's just right around the corner from where y'all just sat there and accosted him about his music.
Yeah, you're over here interfering with something that has got nothing to do with you.
He's still on the same porch that y'all just said was a communal porch. This officer that we're watching right now just got through telling this guy it's a communal porch that you share with your neighbors. But now he can't stand on this end of it because he's talking shit to the cops. He's going to end up going to jail for contempt of cop.
Watch me fucking beat an innocent dog that'll clearly come to me calmly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a witness to that.
Good. Be a witness.
I won't write a statement for your bitch asshole.
Yeah. Step up to the plate then, son.
There he goes again. Step up to the plate then, son.
There ain't no place to step up to.
I'm standing right here. I'm standing right here.
I didn't say I want to beat your ass or nothing, retard. You fucking dumb fucking retard. You're stupid, man. You're dumb. It's like, I just fucking clearly fucking watched you guys do that. Spread it. You know what I'm saying? I clearly watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he talks about, I clearly watched y'all spray that dog. He meant abuse, not beat.
Good.
And it'll
It's not
fucking
beaten.
calmly come to me.
Yeah.
And I told the lady, you're a fucking dog, so somebody let it out and locked her fucking door.
Yeah, we're
She's
secure.
supposed to be on her way home. You don't need to spray
Great.
that dog with pepper spray, asshole. It'll come to me.
Great.
It'll bite you.
Okay. Great. Thanks for letting me know how to do my job. I appreciate it.
Hey! Hey, they're spraying your dog with pepper spray! She's on her way, like I said.
Great. Good. Then we can get the dog taken care of, can't we?
I'm gonna get you guys taken care of when I go testify in court against your ass for fucking spraying an innocent dog with pepper spray.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That was bullshit.
Okay.
That was fucking bullshit, man. You make me sick. 'Cause you got that fucking fake ass badge.
I gotta agree with the guy. It's kind of bullshit to spray a dog that ain't doing nothing but barking. Backing up away from you and barking. Just protect, it's barking because you're on its property. If it had lunged at you, had it tried to attack you, then maybe you'd be okay. This lady that's fixing to walk up just got through taking her daughter to the hospital and is having to run back to the house to put this dog up, which I understand the dog is her responsibility. And I don't disagree with them. They eventually write her a ticket for dog at large. And I don't disagree with that. She should have had her dog up. She did have an emergency that morning and had to run her daughter to the hospital. So there's understanding from me. These cops don't give a shit, though.
That's assault right there. Attempted murder. They sprayed your dog with pepper spray.
Dude, that's not fucking. She's not mean. Fuck. She's not fucking.
Hey, I'll go test testify on that, Ash. I
Back
will,
up.
I promise.
Back up.
Dude, I'm not fucking with you, you fucking retard. Fuck you.
Like I said, I hope Andy gets out and picks up a camera and starts auditing. Back up. I mean, I ain't fucking with you, you fucking retard.
I got a body cam too, bitch. Hey, the Mexican fucking law enforcement tops you fucking retards all day long. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your dog in the house.
Actually, I tried to put her in the house, man, but it's locked.
Thank you, Andy.
I tried.
She was fucking beat on as a puppy,
These
bro.
fucking retards just been out here beating her.
I'm
They
calling
spraying her with
the
fucking
sheriff's
pepper
department,
spray.
bro.
I just watched them.
What the fuck? Look at my dog's eyes, dude.
Put it in the house.
You guys are fucking retarded, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
And then bring me
Somewhere
your
else.
ID.
I'm calling the fucking sheriff's department, bro.
You guys are fucking
Fuck
retards,
this. I'm writing
dude.
statements on both of you guys. Did you guys get him pepper sprayed her?
The lady in black does the right thing, and it's her video that ends up being the catalyst to getting all this video released. Because he keeps saying beating when I really feel like he meant abusing. There was some allegations that there was a bat used and all kinds of different things. And the only reason we have this video is because the city wanted to not look so bad. You know, initially they were called out for beating a dog with a bat and pepper spraying it. Well, it turns out they just pepper sprayed it. But the way these cops act, you can tell they're used to running roughshod. Now, this is a college town. Hillsdale College is somewhere in this town too. So they're used to just running roughshod over college kids and whoever else apparently. Apparently people who may or may not have been picked up for meth in the past. I don't know. You know, I don't know what Andy's story is, whether he has or hasn't. He's free right now, so he paid his debt, or at least he's still waiting on a court date. There's nothing to say that he's doing that stuff now, but you know.
I watched them, no, but I watched them pepper spray.
And bring me your ID.
I watched them do
I
it.
don't need to give you an ID.
Hey,
right
what
now.
did I
And they
do?
weigh every can of pepper spray that they issue these
Give
fags.
me your ID.
Yep,
Now.
My
dude,
dog's
I know
in
that.
lodge. You
And
can't
Mexican
take
fucking
my
law
dog.
enforcement's way
I
above
know,
you guys,
because
okay?
your dog approached me aggressively.
No, she did not. No, she did not.
2 minutes.
Okay,
I'm calling the
it's on
sheriff's
camera.
department right now.
Hey,
Just fine.
give me your ID or you're going to jail for a felony.
She's going to get it out of the car. You don't hear her? Quit fucking yelling.
Right here. He yells, he tells her she's going to get it out of the car because she just got through saying that. All right. The guy is standing right there. We're fixing to see the officer approach him. He's going to back up. And then he puts his fingers in the cop's face or whatever. But, I mean, the officer's the one that closed the distance and put himself there. It's not like this guy went up to him.
Are you obstructing my investigation?
Don't step up.
You need to back
You
off.
need to back the fuck up. What the? You need to back up.
Another contempt of cop charge right there.
Yes,
You need to quit, bro.
That's assault.
What the fuck, bro?
That's
You guys are
assault.
fucked up in your heads, man. You can have everything I
Videotape
got,
bitches
man. Jesus
right
Christ,
here.
bro. I didn't do shit to
Don't
you.
say Ashley.
I'm calling.
Quit fucking
I'm
roughing
calling
on me,
Lieutenant
dumbass.
Stevenson right now, dude.
Hey, post that shit online.
I can't believe that.
Please and thank you.
I'm calling Lieutenant Stevenson, bro.
Hey, you guys are
Call the
fucked,
sheriff's
bro.
department.
Worldwide just watch you throw him up against the law for no reason.
What did he do?
Back the fuck up.
We got this all on recording, bro. Hold on.
You're under arrest for obstructing my police officer.
You're gonna be under arrest. You ain't got no police officer, bitch. You come here for me, right? How'd I obstruct your police officer?
I'm
So why did you guys pepper spray my
What are
dog?
you doing
Come here and I'll tell you.
What are you doing here?
Lower your voice and I'll explain it to you.
Watching you guys fucking.
I've already been harassed, and then you guys are gonna fucking pepper spray my dog for no reason.
There was a reason.
Abuse, dude.
Yeah, have a nice day.
What if you were beat on every day?
Run your mouth.
You were beat on every day.
This is illegal.
Hey, my stuff.
You are making an illegal
Say what?
arrest.
Say what?
You are making an illegal arrest.
Okay.
Illegal arrest. Illegal as fuck. This arrest is illegal. You guys have no reason to arrest me right
All
now.
you had to do was turn your music down and go inside.
That's what I did. I didn't have to go inside when
And
I'm
then
watching
you
you guys
stuck your
pepper-
nose into
whatever,
another
dude.
investigation. Get in the car.
You still didn't fucking read me my rights.
We ain't asking you no questions.
Right.
Thank you, Andy.
I tried.
She was fucking beat on as a puppy.
These
bro.
fucking retards just been out.
Alright, so now we switch to Sim's body cam. The guy who actually initiates the arrest. Let's look at obstruction real quick. The closest I can find in the Michigan Penal Code is 750.81D. Assaulting, battering, resisting, obstructing, opposing person performing duty, felony, penalty, other violations. Alright, except as provided in subsection 2, 3, and 4, an individual who assaults, batters, wounds, resists, obstructs, opposes, or endangers a person who the individual knows or has reason to know is performing his or her duties is guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 2 years or of a fine not more than $2,000 or both. So, let's go down, see what the definition of obstruction. Obstruction includes the use or threatened use of physical interference or force or a knowing failure to comply with a lawful command. I didn't hear any lawful command from the officer, so I'm guessing he somehow threatened to use force. I didn't see that, but we're going to get to watch it again here in a second time. No, it was appointment. That's medical attention. Just to make sure 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. 2 was medical personnel. 3, duties causing a serious impairment. No, that's just if you assault, batter, or obstruction cause damage. 4 is causing death. So what I read, number 1, obstruction, and then the definition of obstruction. So I don't know. Let's watch this again. See if he threatens this guy. Threatens this officer. We're gonna get to see it from the officer's point of view too.
I'm beating her.
I'm calling the
spraying her with
sheriff's
fucking pepper
department,
spray.
bro.
I just watched them.
What the fuck? Look at my dog's eyes, dude.
Put her in the house.
You guys are fucking
now.
retarded, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
And then bring me your ID.
I'm calling the fucking sheriff's department, bro.
You guys are fucking
Fuck this. I'm
retarded.
writing statements on it. Both of you guys. Did you guys get him pepper sprayed her?
I watched
Hey,
them
put
do
the
it.
dog in the house, Ashley, and bring me your ID.
I watched them do
I
it.
don't need to give you my ID.
ID right
what
now.
did I do?
Because your dog's at large, I'm writing you a citation. Give me your ID now.
Dog's in large?
At large.
It's my dog.
I know, because your dog approached me aggressively.
No,
Yeah,
she
my
did not.
ass.
I didn't see the dog approach him aggressively. It was this other officer running at the dog, and even then the dog didn't approach him aggressively. It ran away. It backed away every single time. The dog never even got close to this officer, Officer Sims. The closest it got was when it was on the sidewalk at the beginning of Schultz's body cam. But let's continue.
It's on camera. Okay, it's on camera. Hey,
Just fine.
give me your ID or you're going to jail for a felony.
She's going to get it out of the car. You don't hear her? Quit fucking yelling.
Are you obstructing my investigation? Then you need to back off. You need to back the fuck off. What the?
I guess I missed it. Where was the threat of violence or the act of violence? Putting his finger in the cop's face? I mean, the cop's been kind of a dickhead the whole time. I'd probably put my finger in his face too, but let's continue.
You need to quit, bro.
That's assault.
What the fuck, bro? You guys are fucked up in your heads, man. You can have everything I got, man. Jesus Christ, bro. I didn't do shit to you.
I'm calling.
Quit fucking roughing on me, dumbass.
Right now, dude.
Hey, post that shit
Would you-
online. Please and thank you.
I'm calling Lieutenant Syverson, bro.
Hey, you guys are fucked, bro.
Worldwide just watched you throw him up against the wall for no reason. What did he do?
I backed the fuck up.
We got this all on recording, bro.
You're under arrest for obstructing my police ops.
You ain't got no police ops, bitch. You come here for me, right? How do I obstruct your police ops?
I'm dealing with this loose dog. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Watching you guys fucking, watching you guys fucking beat that dog, bro.
He has a right to be there. He has a right to be there.
Watching you guys fucking beat that dog, bro.
17.
Quit tugging on me, dude. I can walk with you fucking politely, bro. Come on. Quit fucking being a dick.
Dude, you need to calm down.
Yeah, you do, bro. I didn't do shit to you, bro. Except for show you what the fuck a pig's really doing.
You need to stop lunch.
Maybe it's not Russian. Maybe it's Native American. I don't know. Somebody answer that, though.
For me.
I'm not
You need to
lunging
stop
fucking
being
nothing,
aggressive.
dude. I'm not being aggressive. You just slammed me up against a wall for no reason. After I clearly tried to back up away from you. You didn't fucking say, come here, I'm arresting you. You said, you need, you know what I'm saying? And they caught it on camera.
Yeah, this one's running too. Do you
Well,
think
good,
there's
I hope
anything
it
to
is.
hide?
Yeah, I know you guys do. taking me to jail for no reason. I ain't fucking do nothing but sit there and be a citizen. I thought I'd get in the back. Come on, dude, I'm not gonna run from you. I ain't got nowhere to go. You don't need to fuck. You have no reason to arrest me. This is illegal. This is illegal.
Hey, my stuff's
You
in the
are
back
making
here.
an illegal arrest.
Say what?
You are making an
My stuff's in the
illegal
back.
arrest.
Stay here with him.
Illegal arrest.
Okay.
This is when they finally get to the jail.
City and state you were born.
So this is Sims talking to him now. That's Schultz, who's going to go ahead and have a conversation with the jailer before they take Andy in.
Are you working anywhere?
What? Not at the moment. I just got my ID and all that. Tell him, mine's on.
I'm good with that.
Here, I'll tell you what happened. He's gonna be, he's calm down now. He's gonna be very sorry. I didn't obstruct.
Can I get a number, please?
So,
Clear, thank you.
That's all I needed too.
That's why we went there today. Okay. Good.
Step on out, sir.
We take this.
No, keep in your hand.
Hang on to it. What's your name, young man?
I love what he says here to this jailer. Here in just a second.
Okay. Two things. Alright? As soon as you walk through this door, you act like an adult, you be treated like one.
I did out there.
I'm just nobody. Okay.
Officer. I did out
There
there.
you go.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, because everybody acts like they gotta be enforcers when we can't just be buddies.
We possibly can't.
Well, right, but
If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, it's freedom ain't free. In America, the soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to kill me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America, you.
Real quick, I just want to go back here. I've got the arrest affidavit pulled up. We're going to read the narrative. City units were dispatched to blank, blank, blank street for noise disturbance. Contact was made with the belligerent Andy Bailey. Reference his music. He was belligerent from the get-go is what they're saying. So let's... Or they're alleging.
How's it going, man?
Not bad, what's up?
Not bad, what's up? That's belligerent.
Neighbors are tired of hearing your music.
Oh, they got theirs going too, don't they?
No.
They got their going too, don't they? That's belligerent.
These are,
Well, look, that's as low as I'm going to turn it down. I have my rights, man.
Immediately turn it down. Hey, I got my rights, man. I don't understand. He doesn't get belligerent until they just keep wanting to fuck with him. Keep talking. He turned it down already. Kick rocks, officers.
It's not that loud, anyways.
okay.
I mean, I'm respectful. I turn it down. That's all.
Well, the other thing that they had mentioned is that they're tired of hearing your profane lyrics that you're singing. So, to be honest
What
with
do
you,
you mean?
Still not belligerent.
the profane lyrics of the music. Okay?
So the genre, they want me to change it?
Well, I don't. They're just saying that they're tired of hearing the F-bombs and
So they
stuff
want
like
me
that.
to change the...
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I'm not trying to...
Okay. But these aren't
So I'm trying to understand how they're going to say he was belligerent from the get-go, because he's still not dropping, he's not cursing, nothing. He's compliant, very compliant, much more compliant than he has to be. During the investigation, contact was made with the neighbor. Now, they walked right past the neighbor's house on their way around the porch to Andy.
These are the business owners in the neighborhood that are answering questions from their customers about the stuff that's
He's about to say he don't give a damn about the businesses. That's the first time that he's used a cuss word. I still don't see how he's belligerent.
going on over here, okay? Alright? Cool. Yeah.
don't mean shit to me. So
What's
I
that?
said the business owners don't mean shit to me.
Business owners don't mean shit to me. I guess that's belligerent.
Okay.
Let's skip ahead.
So we're
It's either you're allowed to, right?
the law.
No,
You do.
let's go down, okay?
To Prattville, okay?
All right. During the investigation, contact was made with a neighbor who expressed concerns about Bailey's music, during which time Bailey was still belligerent to the officers.
I turned my music down like you guys asked me
Have a nice
to.
day. Have a nice day.
I plan to.
Great.
You guys should as well.
I hope so.
'Cause I'm not trying to boss nobody around. Don't fucking tell me what to do.
He's got no. He's homeless.
He's not homeless. He's living upstairs. He's
No, he's
established
not.
residency.
I called the landlord, and he forwarded a text that they text to me.
So have the landlord.
That landlord's in
Evict you.
Florida.
Yeah. Your landlord is notorious for letting.
This house is cursed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
And that dog belongs back there.
Okay.
We have no idea if it's ferocious.
So this neighbor said nothing about music or nothing, but they say here, during the investigation, contact was made with a neighbor who expressed concerns about Bailey's music, during which time Bailey was still belligerent to officers. He didn't say nothing about the music. He's talking about how he's homeless and how the landlord don't want him here and how the landlord's let this place go to shit, basically. But doesn't mention anything about the music. Let's see who mentions the music in this conversation.
Last, do me a favor. Give me a written statement, and then the next time I come, I'll arrest him.
That would be Officer Sims.
A warrant for his
Okay. Well, they texted and said that they wanted him out. So the landlord said, call the police.
Okay. But
Okay, so now they're fixing to go after this dog. I mean, he pulls it out immediately. Dog's running away. They didn't even spray it yet. Still haven't sprayed it. Still haven't sprayed it. Still haven't sprayed it. You hear the dog sneeze. Right here. There's a sneeze. It's the first time they sprayed the dog, but in their report, their affidavit, it says, Officer Holtz administered a 1 to 2 second burst of pepper spray in the dog's area. I'm sorry, clearing the scene, city units were approached by an aggressive pit bull type dog. That dog did not approach them. They approached that dog. It says Officer Holtz administered a 1 to 2 second burst of pepper spray in the dog's area. The dog then retreated to its residence located at blah. We attempted to make contact with the dog's owner, which is all the banging and knocking on the door. Could not be made with the dog's owner. While attempting to make contact, a female from Bailey residence called Beam on the phone. That's the lady who owns the dog's name, Miss Beam, and told her that officers were beating the dog, is what they say. I don't know how they know what she said to her, because she wasn't out here talking to her when I'm guessing they're talking about the lady in black who eventually got the video out. The officers were currently beating her dog. Beam arrived on scene very emotional state and started screaming at the officers for allegedly beating her dog. Andy Bailey walked around onto the scene and started yelling at Beam. Now, remember, this scene that they're talking about is this is still all the same house. It's not like this is next door or down the road or, a mile away. This is the same house. This is the same resident. I don't know what his current living status is there or whatever, but the officers, through their own words in this video, say that he's established residency, say that this is his place of residence. So he has the right to travel anywhere on this property that he wants. I don't understand this. Federal offense again, I believe. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is.
Fuck, bro. That's I just watched. Fuck you.
All right. It says Bailey was given loud verbal commands to leave, and he refused and continued his aggressive verbal behaviors and continued to obstruct the officer's lawful investigation of the dog at large incident. Bailey was taken into custody for disorderly person and obstructing a police investigation. The original disturbing the peace complaint occurred at this, which was located at this and that. The building is a 2-story multifamily building with blank street addresses. The building is surrounded by local businesses and residential houses. It should be noted that during the incident, pedestrian traffic was high at the time of the call. I'm going to have to disagree with that. I mean, let's see how many people we see running around here.
No.
Pretty sure they just did.
Nobody.
These are
Nobody. No pedestrians. Are the people in their cars pedestrians? I don't know. I don't think so, though. At least not in Texas. Maybe they are pedestrians in Michigan. I don't know. Y'all have to answer that question for me. Maybe pedestrians are people who are in vehicles. I don't see a single pedestrian. No pedestrian. No pedestrians. No pedestrians. No, that's an officer out there on the sidewalk. That's not a pedestrian. Let's see. No pedestrians. No pedestrians. No pedestrians. No, that's the guy that lives there. Oh, wait. What was that? Oh, no, that's a car bumper and a dog. Pedestrians. And nobody on the sidewalks there. I'm not seeing these pedestrians that were high at the time of the call. Not that the pedestrians were high, but the amount of traffic was high. It should be noted that during the incident, pedestrian traffic was high at the time of the call. I don't see. I wouldn't even call it low. I would call it non-existent. I didn't see anybody walk by. Where are these pedestrians that they're talking about? Oh, wait. Was there something over there? No. Pedestrians. Where are these pedestrians at? Oh no, that's Andy over there. That's not a pedestrian. That's the subject. Pedestrians. Where are these pedestrians? They got to be there. Officers don't lie on reports. There's got to. Oh, nope. That's Andy again. Oh, nope. That's the lady that recorded that lives there. That's the officer. I'm not seeing these pedestrians. Of course, I'm not an officer. I don't know what constitutes as a high level of pedestrian traffic. I would, in my opinion, I see the people that live there and officers and a dog. I definitely don't see a high pedestrian traffic. Let's continue. Contact was made with Andy Bailey on the large wraparound porch of the building. Bailey was standing on the front porch facing Blank Street. Andy had a large speaker loudly playing rap music containing illicit lyrics, and Bailey was loudly singing along. The lyrics contained the repeated words, fuck and bitch. Initial contact with Bailey. Contact was made with Bailey at the scene, who immediately turned on the music. Oh, at least they admitted that. Officers tried to explain to Bailey that we had multiple calls in reference to his music and its content, explicit lyrics. I also reminded Bailey that I made contact with him on 2/17/2022, referenced the same issue. So they contacted him in February, referenced the same issue. I don't understand. Bailey became belligerent with us stating that he had a right to play any music he wished. He does. That's not belligerence. Asserting your rights is not belligerence, unless you live in Hillsdale, Michigan, apparently. It's crazy to me because the college has legal scholars. They're literally graduating legal scholars from the college, but I guess they can't. They don't have a police academy there. It'd be interesting to know where these officers got their police training, where they got their definition of belligerence. That would definitely be something that I would be asking. Where do they get their definition of belligerence? Because I didn't see him get belligerent with the officers at all. He didn't even cuss until they told him that it's the businesses around there that are complaining about his music and having to tell their customers about music. And that's the only time he cusses. I can understand how that might start to rise to the level of belligerence, but I still don't think so. I don't think he was ever belligerent until they got to the back of the house and they started spraying this fucking dog. And I'm sorry, I love dogs. I know lots of people who love dogs, love animals. If I see somebody mistreating an animal, I'm going to be quite upset about them doing that. I mean, I don't see what the officers are saying they saw in their affidavit. But let's continue. Bailey informed us that he was not disturbing anyone's peace, and the music was playing on his property, and that we did not have a right to be there. Bailey was informed that if he continued disturbing the peace with his music, that we would have to complete a report and a warrant request would be submitted to the Hillsdale County prosecutor. So we threatened him that if he didn't stop listening to his music, we were going to have him arrested on a warrant for listening to his music. Walking back to our patrol vehicles parked along Blank Street, contact was made with Bailey's next-door neighbor, who expressed his concerns about loud music. Again, the neighbor didn't express his concerns about any loud music. The officer Sims is the one that went to the neighbor about loud music, not the neighbor coming to them about loud music. The neighbor, all he said is he's got to go, he's homeless. He didn't say nothing about no fucking music. But, officers don't lie in their reports, so we must have, it was somewhere in there. It was probably when it got muted, that's when he had said something about the music, I bet. The subject was informed that to complete a written statement, and I would forward it report to the Hillsdale County Prosecutor's Office. During this contact, Bailey walked into the yard and continued to yell at officers using profanity. They just do not like profanity. That explains why NWA was arrested in Detroit. Must be something with Michigan officers. They're just a bunch of pussies. I, along with Officer Holtz, walked to our patrol vehicles on the sidewalk next to the building when a large female pit bull came out from behind the building. The dog was loose and started to aggressively bark at us. The hair on the back of the dog's neck was bristled and standing straight up. The dog got within a few feet of us, and Officer Holtz utilized his chemical spray. No, Officer Holtz ran off the porch and quickly walked towards this dog aggressively, and he's lucky he didn't get his ass tore up by that dog, and then decided to spray it. Officer Holtz submitted 1 Tuesday to burn dog's direction. The chemical spray had desired effect, and the dog began running away toward the apartment of Escalation. No. The dog was already running away to the apartment before y'all ever sprayed it. You pulled it out of your pocket immediately, but you didn't spray it until after y'all got into this yard here where the video is paused. Let's go back and look at the scene just to make sure. We could hear it when he does spray it on the dog. Oop.
To me.
So have the landlord.
That landlord's in
Evicted.
Florida.
Yeah. Your landlord is notorious.
And then the next time I come, I'll arrest him. Because I'll file a
Oh,
warrant
it's
for
muted, so we may not be able to hear it. Maybe
Well, they
he did
texted and said
administer.
that they wanted him out. So
But
the
again,
landlord said call the
there,
police.
it says the dog came up to them. He comes off the porch, pulls out his pepper spray. He didn't spray it. I don't think. Doesn't spray it here. Still hasn't sprayed it. Doesn't spray it till it gets right here. Dog sneezes. So I really think that their affidavit is a lie here too. I mean, they just lied all over this affidavit. Chemical spray had desired effect. We tried to make contact with her at her apartment. We did not want to leave the dog unsecured. A female walked into the yard talking on a cell phone. The female told me she was trying to contact the owner. I asked the dog was owned by Miss Beam, and she told me she didn't know the owner's name at that time. Andy Bailey walked closer to the apartment and started yelling that he recorded us beating the dog. Within minutes, I saw a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed approaching the residence. The vehicle drove up on the curb before it came to a complete stop. I saw a very emotional Ashley exit the vehicle and was yelling at us for beating her dog. Officers tried to calm Beam down. Andy Bailey walked into the lawn and started yelling, stating that he witnessed us beating the dog. Again, I think he was saying beating, but he meant abusing. And agitating Beam further while officers tried to resolve the situation with the dog at large. Bailey was given loud verbal commands to leave the scene, and he would not comply, but only started yelling profanities and escalating the situation further. Okay. I don't remember seeing that. Let's see. Loud verbal commands to leave the scene.
How to do my job.
And they weigh every can of
Yeah, that was Officer Schultz challenging him to a fight.
Hey, I won't testify on that, Ash. I
Back
will,
up.
I promise.
Back up.
Dude, I'm not.
Okay, is him telling him to back up? Is that what they're talking about here? Let's see. Loud verbal commands to leave the scene. That wasn't leave the scene. Let's
Fucking
see.
with you, you fucking retard. Fuck you. I got a body cam too, bitch. Hey, the Mexican fucking law enforcement tops you fucking retards all day long. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your dog in the house.
Ash, I tried to put her in the house, man, but it's locked.
Thank you, Andy.
I tried.
She was fucking beat on as a puppy.
These fucking retards just been out here beating her.
I'm
Just
calling
spraying her with
sheriff's
fucking pepper
department,
spray.
bro.
I just watched them.
What the fuck? Look at my dog's eyes, dude.
Put it in the house.
You guys are fucking
Now.
retarded, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
And then bring me
Somewhere
your
else.
ID.
I heard him tell the officers to get out of there. I still haven't heard the officers issue a verbal command for him to leave. Let's see.
calling the fucking sheriff's department, bro.
You guys are fucking
Fuck this.
retards,
I'm writing
dude.
statements on both of you guys. Did you guys get him pepper sprayed her?
I
Did you
watched
guys
them,
get
no,
him?
but I watched them pepper spray.
And bring me your ID.
I watched them do
I
it.
don't need to give you an ID.
ID
Hey,
right
what
now.
did I
And they
do?
weigh every can of pepper spray that they issue these
Give me
fags.
your ID.
Yep,
Now.
My
dude,
dog's
I know
in
that.
laws, you
And
bastard.
the Mexican
Take
fucking
my
law
dog.
enforcement's way
I
above
know,
you guys,
because
okay?
your dog
I
approached
took
me
this guy.
aggressively.
No, she did not. No, she did not.
2 minutes.
Okay,
I'm calling the
it's on
sheriff's
camera.
department right now.
Hey.
Just fine.
Give me your ID or you're going to jail for a felony.
She's going to get it out of the car. You don't hear her? Quit fucking yelling.
Are
You're
you
lying.
obstructing my investigation?
Don't step up.
You need to back
You
off.
need to back the fuck.
So I guess maybe him telling him he needs to back off. I don't understand it. I never heard them issue any commands about him needing to leave the area, leave the scene, stop obstructing, leave. None of those words were ever used. Back off and back up. Officer Schultz said back up when he was first walking up there. And Officer Sims said back off. You need to back off. So I don't see. What's interesting to note, though, is they arrested him on disturbing the peace and obstructing a police officer. Bailey was charged with disturbing the peace and obstructing a police investigation. No bond was allowed. So they held him with no bond. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he pled already. I mean, you're being held with no bond. You have to wait till eventually a judge has you come into court. I mean, that's the stuff they do to us. Hold you in there, make you sit there and sweat, knowing they have no actual law broken, but they're going to do that just to make sure that you sweat. Make sure, hopefully you'll plead. Hopefully you'll sign something saying, I did this, so that they can say, well, we're justified in what we did to you. I don't think this is justified at all.
What the? You need to quit.
Yes, statements
You need to
on that.
quit, bro.
Get off your
That's my dog.
I know, because your dog approached me aggressively.
No, she did not. No, she did not.
2 minutes.
Okay,
I'm calling the sheriff's department right now.
Hey, just fine.
Give me your ID or you're going to jail for a felony.
She's going to get it out of the car. You don't hear her? Quit fucking yelling.
Are you obstructing my investigation?
Don't step on
You need to back off.
You need to back the fuck. What the? You need to back. Yeah.
All right, this is the mayor. Okay, I respect you, although I've commented on this several times. I will do so again. The young gentleman exercises his speech for 10 minutes on the front porch. You only get 10 minutes. Don't go over 10 minutes. 10:01, we're fucking arresting you because your free speech is now canceled. You've gone over your free speech allotted time limit in Michigan. I wonder if that's 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes an hour, 10 minutes a month, 10 minutes, how long is the limit on my limit? I'll have to call and find that out. Calling them all sorts of names, all their poor freaking broken hearts, and being disrespectful. He wasn't touched or arrested. They left his apartment and went to a different apartment to deal with the dog. Then this jerk-off, that's a citizen, he calls us turds if we're not citizens. He calls y'all jerk-offs. And y'all elect this motherfucker. I don't understand it, but whatever. Follows them and interjects himself into an entirely different situation. It's like if you get pulled over, this is just so fucking hilarious. It's like this guy has never watched any YouTube. It's like if you get pulled over, you can say anything you want to the police officer without fear. What you can't do is see somebody else pulled over and go over there, park your car and get out and approach the situation and start hassling the police. At that point, you're interfering with an investigation, which is breaking the law. This guy should move to Texas. I mean, he would go right along with all the officers that keep doing this shit to us here in Texas. It's not illegal. But they seem to think it is, and they do keep arresting. And this is part of the problem when you have dumbasses in power that think the cops are right in doing this. You don't have you can only exercise your free speech for 10 fucking minutes. It irritates me. I'm sorry. I should probably stop cussing, but it irritates me to see a dumbass like that in power.
Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, that soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If our stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America.
Night, America.